What is going on, everybody? My name is Tanner Shaneltzer. Welcome back to SNO-FLO Films, where today we are going to be working on the Duramax again. This is going to be part 3, and the goal today, we're getting the whole dash removed. That's the plan. I think I should be able to do it. It shouldn't be that hard. I don't got that much to do. All I've got to do is remove these bolts right here. Remove 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 back behind here, the 4 on the other side like they were over here, and remove the steering column and remove a lot of the wiring harness stuff that's back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the camera so I can film while I'm doing it. So yeah, let's get going. All right, so as you can see, I have got the steering column out, sitting right there, and the dash is unbolted. The only thing that's holding it in now is harnesses. And the main chassis harness, I think this one is called. This one that runs through right here. I gotta find a way to get that through there. So this is kind of the point that makes people turn around when they get to projects if they don't know what they're doing. Me, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not going to turn around here because obviously it's just a bunch of plugs. I'm sure I can figure it out. As long as I label everything and as long as I don't cut any wires. If I can't get this all unplugged and through there, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to figure out a different way to get it off. But this whole thing has to come off. This firewall has to be completely bare. The whole floor has to be completely bare. And I got so much trash in here right now. I'm gonna video me pulling this apart. I may or may not throw it in there. Mostly it's just gonna be something for me so I can watch it later and make sure that I know how to put it back together. Got my first 2 plugs out. They go like this in this order. And those top 2 slots, boom right there and boom right there. I also need to pull that black one out and it goes right there. This little blue one comes up and wraps around and plugs into this little thing. That's also part of this, so I gotta pull that out. Just got this plug out. Obviously it goes in the only giant gaping hole in the fuse box. Little hex head bolt to hold it in. Right through here, runs through the bottom of the fuse box, comes to the front side, and then there's this plug that plugs into that one, and then this plug was held on right here, but there was nothing plugged into it. And then there are also that plug and that plug that need undone too. And then those should be our last plugs. Oh, never mind. We got this power wire right here that needs undone too. Okay, there's also both of these. Yeah, this plug and this plug down here. And lastly, there's this as well. This runs up through here, runs through there, and goes to there for your wiper motors. Alright, what's up everybody? I'm back out here. It's been a couple days since I've been last working on it, but I'm back here out working on the Duramax again, and I've made just a tiny bit more progress. I'll just flip the camera around and show you guys. Alright, so you can see down there, there's a bigger gap over there. I got all the wiring situated over there, but over here, still got to get this main harness to run through here, as you guys saw in the last little bit. Where it ended up stopping last time, it's on this plug for the windshield wiper motor. I can't get that thing out right now. It's driving me crazy. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm gonna just pull this plate off so I can see But yeah, so I just got to pull the main chassis harness, which I got all disconnected over here. Got to pull that out back through this hole because it's all connected up into the dash. And then I'm sure there's more wiring up here that I'm going to have to deal with. And then the dash should come out, as far as I know. And as soon as I get the dash out, the rest of the stuff up on the firewall's coming out, carpet's coming out, all this stuff is going to have to get moved temporarily. And then I'll just throw it back in the truck once I get everything out. I really want to reuse this carpet, or I was going to use this style of carpet, but this one's wet and moldy and it stinks. Same with all the sound deadening under it. So I don't know. We'll see. I might take it out and throw it somewhere so it can dry. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get working on this. So yeah, I'll pick up back the phone when I get that out and get that through there. So yeah, let's go. All right. So as you can see, the dash is now not sitting on the firewall anymore. Still got a couple more things to figure out. That's loose. I gotta undo this thing somehow from the dash. I don't know how this is all hooked up. This is something that the previous owner put in. Also, this little guy went on this down here. There's a little tab right there. This is for me, just so I can remember, so I can watch this later. But yeah, so I got the main chassis harness through the hole. You can see it's all sitting on right here. Oh boy, there's a little more, couple things that I got to get, and then this dash will be completely out. Everything's disconnected. There was another brace right there that belts down there that I didn't know about until pulling it out. That's pretty much it though. So I mean, this thing's literally just sitting here right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to get, I think the only two things left are just these two right here, and these are previous owner stuff. So I'll figure out how to get those out, and then yeah, I'll move the dash back and start pulling the carpet. All right, and just like that, got the dash completely removed. There was more wires, more like just this kind of stuff, airbag stuff, some other little door stuff, still connected. But I got that all out, and she is completely free now. You can see the dash is sitting over there in the rear seat. Got the carpet partway pulled up. So now I need to go ahead and remove everything so I can get this carpet and all the sound deadening completely out, or insulation. I don't know if this is insulation or sound deadening, probably acts as both, but whatever. Go ahead and get all this stuff removed so I can pull everything out, clean everything up, and get ready to start cutting. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well, after almost puking multiple times when removing this carpet from the smell, I decided this was the best thing to do with it. However, you will see that it's all gone in here. It's all nice and clean. Well, okay, that was a very, very wrong statement. It is far from clean, but there's not much left to remove. That is for the airbag, and I'll probably remove that before I start doing stuff. But I got to remove a lot of this stuff too. So what's my next step? I think my next step is I'm going to get the vacuum out and clean as much of this as I can. And I got to go to my uncle's house so I can get the right fittings, or the right attachments for the drill to get those out, because I really want to save those and use those in the new truck, like I said in one of the previous videos. And then after that, I'm going to start tackling some of this stuff and start drawing some lines and trying to figure out exactly where I want to cut. So yeah, let's get to it. Well, she's far from clean, but it looks a lot better than it did. I vacuumed a lot of it up and tried just wiping it down a little bit. The thing that sucks is obviously it's winter, but it'd be really nice if I could pressure wash this. So we don't have any of our water turned on because it's winter, so I can't really use the pressure washer. But if I cut this thing all up and get the new cab welded on and everything, I'm gonna kind of lose the opportunity to really clean it super well. So I'm gonna have to pretty much clean this whole thing by hand before I really get that other cab set on here, which is gonna be probably a while from now, because it's gonna take a while. But this is where I'm gonna leave it for the night. I don't have a heater or a stove or anything in here, and it's like 34 degrees out right now. Well, it's probably colder than that. It's been dropping like crazy as soon as the sun went behind the mountain, so it's getting really cold in here. So I'm gonna leave it like this for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that stuff back in here just for now, so it's not in the way for for my dad and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pack this thing up and call it a night, and I'll be back out here as soon as I can. What's up, guys? Just giving you guys a quick update. As you can see, I did get the heater box removed. It took me a little while. I had to deal with some AC stuff. So yeah, I had to get the heater box out, got that all undone and removed. And you can see right here, it's kind of dark, but you can see that I did start cutting. I got to cut all the way up there, all the way around, and it goes right to the center. I might go buy another angle grinder, or I think we have another one, so we'll see. And there's still stuff I need to figure out, because like this right here, this is a single ply of metal right where I'm cutting on the top, but there are braces under the cab that run like this and go all the way to the inside of these rockers to help support these rockers. So I'm gonna have to cut through those, and then when I pull these off, and then put the other cab on here, I'm gonna have to weld in some triangles and stuff like that to help brace the rockers again, but I'm not too worried about that. Alright guys, just out here did a little bit more cutting. You can see I cut from there to there. I had to recut this middle section because I was cutting up into the valance rather than cutting through the firewall. So I had to recut that section, and I will have to smoothen all this out so that it's like, the more prep work I do here to smooth everything out to a flat line, the easier it'll be to put in like sections of steel, like if I need to put in extra metal to re-weld. But then you can see, this is what I was talking about. I'm gonna have to box these in on the rockers on the old truck, but that's fine. So I just used the Sawzall with the long blade and cut through those. And then I just cut through that and just pulled that section off, and I pulled that top piece off, the valance and the bottom of the windshield. You can see I have all that over here. It took me a little while, not too long ago. Right now, a lot of these cuts I can only do with the Sawzall. The angle grinder can't reach them. And this angle grinder that I have, this is like another one that my dad bought like a long time ago, and it's kind of a piece of junk. It's a little sketchy to use. I do need to still cut back here, all the way back. So I'm going to cut along this line right in here, cut along this line that goes all the way across, and then do the same thing on the other side. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. She's all cut up. Got everything cut to the point that I'm ready for the new cab. Well, old cab. But it is getting dark out, and I'm going to be done tonight. So first thing tomorrow, I'm going to be getting out there. I think I'm going to just charge up all the batteries for the Sawzall, go out there and just chop all the cab mounts off. There should be 6 of them. On that old truck, I think there's only 6. Chop through all the bolts that hold the cab on, and then I'll be able to just grab the tractor and grab the cab and set it in here. And then that way I don't got to pull the whole truck over here, because we don't got room to have another truck over in this area. So I think what I'll probably do is grab the tractor and pull this truck out of here, and then I can put the cab in here so I can work on it. In the process of making this last cut, I burnt up our second angle grinder, and this one was my fault. I overheated it, and it just went up in flames and smoke. So I unplugged it and threw it in the snow. But I gotta buy another one of those. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming along and watching this video. This was part 3, I believe, and if you're sticking around, part 4 will be coming soon, and hopefully part 4 will be me getting that other cab tack welded up. I got to go back to school here in a little bit. I'm on winter break right now, and if I have, or I think I have 3 days left before I go back to school, and I would like to have that other cab tack welded on to this, and the whole truck with the cab on it back in the shop before I leave for school. And if I can get there, I'll be sitting pretty. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you stick around for the next videos if you want to see them.